Okay, we are live for the first time where the YouTube chat is disabled. So kind of a weird, or not kind of a weird, definitely a weird experiment, but we'll see how it goes and, you know, we'll see what happens. What's up, anime? Congrats on getting first. Yeah, okay, it did go through. The sound only plays when somebody gets first on YouTube, so I was like, oh, what happened? I will have to, this is just a test, and then if I decide to do this like all the time, if we decide to do this all the time, then I will just, I'll just have to change, I'll have to change a bunch of the channel point redemptions and stuff. But, you know, one of the good things about if I decide to do this is that I could really simplify the channel point redemptions. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like a lot of Twitch streams just have channel point redemptions like turned on, and you don't have to use chat commands. You just click on the little button, and like I could do that in theory. Hey, thank you very much for the $1 super sticker. That's crazy. I turned on, I made it, so I joked about this in mod chat as like saying like I could be really greedy, right? Welcome everyone to Twitch. I don't know how many of you are from YouTube, but so I joked about this on Twitch, right? I joked about the fact that on YouTube I could make it members only, and then only members would be able to chat. And I joked about that because it would be like a really greedy thing to do. But then I found out that I can't pin a message if chat is fully disabled. So now it's members only. So like 5 messages will be able to go into YouTube chat. But I'm from YouTube. Nice. Well, welcome. I'm still streaming on YouTube for a few reasons. One is I think it's like I want people on YouTube to be able to send chat messages. And then 2, YouTube does this really beautiful thing where every single one of my streams that I stream on YouTube is saved permanently, and that's so amazing. It makes me very excited that it does that, because Twitch doesn't do that. And so like a lot of people have like a VODs channel, and you know their VODs channel they like manually upload all of their VODs to, but it's really nice that I can do this. Thank you very much for the super sticker, Skitterone. Bro, why am I making more money after turning my chat on view only? What is this? Oh wait, where was I? It was a Google Doc. Drive, Google Doc, all items to collect. Here we go. Okay, what is the next item on the list? These are, okay, let's do just more, ideally more like big groups of items I feel like would be good. Okay, let's do cherry. We're gonna do all the cherry blocks. Dash, it does mean a lot that you take the mod's feedback. This is much more than I thought you would do for my complaints. Well, realistically, it was either do nothing, like I don't love this solution, but I also can acknowledge that sometimes the chat is annoying. I think to me the chat is significantly less annoying than to you guys, because I'm not the one, because I just ignore chat messages, and also like I know part of stream is talking to other chatters, whereas like for me the stream is just talking to me. So like if someone's being annoying, I just ignore it. You know, I hope that this works, I suppose. Switch to Kick. Bro, Kick is just full of pedophiles. I will not be switching to Kick. Kick is just the platform that you go on if you want to commit crimes on the internet and have no one punish you for it. So I don't plan on doing that. So Dash, do you plan on doing this more often with disabling YouTube chat? So I don't know for sure yet, but basically what I want to see is like if this makes chat less annoying to be on. So one of the things that I think is one of the biggest flaws with YouTube chat, I think, okay, so there are obviously, I have 1 million subscribers, so and probably most of them are young, right? So So what that means is that there's like a never-ending flow of really annoying children, right? However, the other thing that means, however, what makes that worse is that as far as I know, there is nothing to stop a viewer from creating a new account after they get banned and just continuing to chat, right? On Twitch, I'm pretty sure if someone wants to test this for me, it would actually be lovely. But on Twitch, as far as I know, how it works is I have it set up so that you have to verify your phone number to type on Twitch, right? Which means that if you get banned and then try to verify your phone number again, I'm pretty sure Twitch will say you've already used this phone number to verify an account within the past, like, you know, within the past however much time. Like, at least on YouTube, you can only verify so many emails with the same, or so many accounts with the same email. But on YouTube, I don't think you even need to verify your account. I think you can just, like, skip that. I actually don't know. But, like, people, this isn't verified? Oh, you didn't have to verify the phone number? I could have sworn you had to. The reason that I really want this to work out is because 1, escape from the community, and 2, the mod tools are much better. Yeah, the mod tools are way better. What if you have a lot of Sims? I can have up to 9 on a single phone. I mean, that's fair, but how many people do you think actually have that? I tend to think it's probably very minimal how many people have that many Sims, right? That would be my assumption. I tend to think that even if, like there might still be people, I'm sure there will, in fact. I'm sure there will still be a few people who get banned on Twitch and then just make a new account to avoid the ban. But I think it'll be a lot less. And that's kind of the intention here. I think it'll be a lot less. I think, if you ask me, that's like the biggest problem with Twitch. It's just that you can just so easily, or with YouTube, you can just so easily create a new account and not be banned anymore. On Twitch, with the verifying your phone number, I think it should be a little bit harder. Again, I'm not sure about that, but I think it should be. The only real downside of the Twitch streams is that the ads are much worse. That is very true, yeah. I'm pretty sure my phone number isn't verified on Twitch, just email. I think you might have to verify one or the other. I might have it set to one or the other, probably. That's probably why. I can't really remember. I'm actually, I don't know why I haven't looked into this, but I actually just asked in a Discord server that I'm in if anyone knows if there is a way to make it so that you have to be verified in order to send chat messages. Because if you do, that would probably solve like a good, it wouldn't solve everything, but it would probably make moderating the YouTube chat like at least 50% easier, I feel like. Pesto is in the YouTube chat. Oh, nice. Hi, Pesto. Pesto doesn't know. Hold on, let me go ahead and do this really quickly. I'm just gonna pop out this chat so that I can actually see it. I'm gonna have to teach Pesto how to make a Twitch account. Pesto, you gotta make a Twitch account. You gotta switch over to Twitch. I finally can chat again? Yeah. I can't believe you're just noticing. I'm sorry, Pesto. I'll do I do my best. What's up, Bob? How's it going? Just make it her personal. That's just Pesto's chat. True. I'll just see Pesto's chat messages. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we'll see how this works. So the kind of hope that I have is also, like, there are a few reasons. There are a few reasons that I don't really want to just straight up not stream on YouTube anymore. If I do this, right? Wait, how many blocks of cherry are there? 1, 2, this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. There are 19 actually. Oh, cherry boat. Okay, so these I don't need. So that's only 17. And then I'm gonna need like the saplings and stuff and the leaves. So the reason that there are a few reasons that I don't want to just fully stop streaming on There are a few reasons I don't want to just fully stop streaming on YouTube. One of them is the VODs, like I mentioned earlier. Another one is that, one of my hopes though that I was thinking about is maybe just maybe, streaming on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't have chat anymore, people will come over to the Twitch streams and just watch on Twitch so that they can chat. But I feel like it'll be a small enough percentage of people I feel like the only people who use Twitch chat are like the people who are relatively chill. So I feel like the amount of people who come over to Twitch from the other chats will hopefully be chill. I'm so poor now. Yeah, I apologize for that. I will transfer everyone's points over. I will transfer everyone's points over if we make this a permanent change for like the first, whatever, until for however long until I, get this working. It will be like this though. So apologies for that. Okay, let me get a couple of these leaves. I'll have like 80k if we combine. Yeah, I might be generous and just combine it because it might be too much work to try and figure out one or the other. I don't know, we'll see. Most of the people I've seen aren't the problematic people that were in YouTube chat. Yeah, I think generally it's probably like I said, it's just easier for you to ban them on Twitch and whatnot. Also, Alterock, the other day you said that there isn't a ban functionality on YouTube, and that's not true. I just wanted to point that out. You can just click hide user from chat, and that bans them. I mean, I guess it like essentially bans them. It's not the word ban, but it still acts the same as banning them. Is there a log still here? No, there is not. Thank you, Dash. I may have spelled my username wrong. Bro doesn't know how to spell his own name. I think you can change your username on Twitch, though, once in a while. Oh, dude, you know what's a really nice thing about Twitch, by the way? YouTube allows multiple people to have the same exact username. Twitch doesn't, which means that we don't have to worry about, like, imposters in chat, and it makes like some of the chat games and stuff easier to code because I can just go based on username. In order to code stuff for YouTube, you have to, like, anytime someone does a command. Oh, dude, I just realized, wait. Ooh, okay, so there are a few things that are exciting about Twitch, right? So, chat, welcome in Throwable Cube. Chat, there was this very old feature in my stream that I got rid of at one point, right? Or that I got rid of when I started multi-streaming. It was called duel, right? And so what you could do is you could duel someone for a certain amount of points. And if they accepted, it would basically just do a coin flip, and whoever won the coin flip would get all of the points of both of you. So you could double your points. We could not do that on YouTube because the problem is the problem with doing it on YouTube is because YouTube allows multiple people to have the same exact usernames, it was impossible. Like, if I duel Alterock, YouTube would not know, or my bot wouldn't know which Alterock I'm trying to duel, if that makes sense, right? So, one of the exciting things about if I switch permanently to Twitch is that we could bring stuff like duel back, and we could bring in like I know some people have asked me to make like a command that tells you, how far ahead of you in watch time someone else is. I could do that much more easily because you could just type into chat like watch time Alterock, and then it would get Alterock's watch time. But like on YouTube, you just can't do that because, like I said, YouTube doesn't go based on usernames. It goes based on a long string of numbers like that. And obviously no one is gonna know what that is, So that is that's kind of one of the benefits there. This is from Zenless Zone Zero. What is that song? Or what are you talking about? I will say the stream experience on Twitch is better than on YouTube. I don't know if I agree with that. I really enjoy the higher res streams, but it might be possible for me to just stream in 1440 on Twitch, especially if one of the things that dictates how high quality your streams are able to be on Twitch is how many viewers you have. So if my viewership goes up as a result of all the YouTube people migrating to Twitch, then it's possible that I would be able to stream in higher quality. I wish I didn't accidentally unfollow. Dang. Okay, cherry button, door, fence, fence gate. Oh, I don't have hanging sign. I have leaves, I have log, I have planks, pressure plate, sapling, sign, slab, stairs, trapdoor, and wood. I always forget about the frickin' hanging signs, man. I'm gonna have to add shelves at some point as well, but I'm not updated to a version that has shelves yet. It's very peaceful just being on Twitch. A lot less... You know, notice, chat, I have not seen a single person say 6-7 so far, so that's progress. I like lurking on Twitch. Fair enough. Don't forget smooth basalt stairs. Oh, yeah, you're so right. Okay, well, you guys broke the chain now, so you ruined everything. Okay, and then we get cherry. Beautiful. Is that all of them? Stripped cherry logs and stripped cherry wood. I think I have both of. Yes. Stripped cherry logs, stripped cherry wood. Oh wait, do I just have regular cherry wood? I don't have regular cherry wood. Silly me. There we go. All right, now all of those are filled out. We should have 17. So this is 9, 10, 11, 13, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Pesto actually needs to teach me math, bro, because I do that all the time. I just skip numbers when I'm counting. I don't know why, chat. One good thing is you can easily reply. That's true. Dude, you know, I wonder if I can change this, but one thing I don't like about the way that... Oh, you know, maybe I can just change this. Hold on. Alternate chat background. That makes it easier for me to read. Hold on. I want everyone to have different colored usernames because then I can differentiate from people more easily. Oh, it looks like... Wait, is that... Oh, okay, now I think they do. I think I got it. I think I made it work. Yeah, okay, now everyone has colored names. Just on my screen, not on the visual chat box. Senor Fishy, I said I will do that. I'm just not gonna do it yet because I don't even know if I'm gonna stick with this, you know? Okay, so question for you guys. How, for the YouTube viewers in chat, what is what's your experience so far? Like, is it similar? Is it fine? Or are you gonna hate watching on Twitch? What's up, Ultra Ice? How's it going? Okay, let's do our next wood type. I already did Crimson Hi-Fi. Let's do Dark Oak. It's pretty chill. Cool, cool. Can you maximize the chat box? Where even... Dude, I have so many scenes. It's so bad. Wait, I'll figure it out. Hold on. Give me a second. I have so many scenes, chat. Give me one moment. Overlays. Here we go. Chat box. Wait. I think it's locked. Which one? What am I using for chat box? Nope. Not that one. I don't actually know what I'm using for chat box. Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Hold on, let me make a duplicate of it so that I don't mess anything up. Bam, bam, paste. Okay, right? We have this one. And then... I can only make it so much bigger at a time. What's up, Rudog? How's it going? Alright, is that better, chat? Is this good? Chat, how we feel about this? Beautiful? Thank you. Alright, cool. Now you guys get to see your names big and bold on the screen. I know that's what you guys all wanted. Bring back stretched cam. Oh my gosh, that's from literally, what, like 4 or 5 years ago at this point? 6 or 7 years ago? I love to see my name better. Yeah, that's fair. All right, I'm changing it back now. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're gonna riot because I know it was so good that way, but I'm gonna put it back. Can you specifically make my messages bigger than others? I don't know if I know how to do that. Sorry, pal. That would be kind of funny. I bet okay, dude, you know, this is the I'm not upset about my decision to switch from being a CS major. Bro, Altarok is a CS major. I should just get Altarok to start coding stuff for the stream. I was just thinking, although no, Altarok would sabotage. But I was just thinking, since everything is just code running on my computer, you probably could make a channel point redemption or something. I bet you could make a channel point redemption that makes it so that when you redeem it, your next chat message like shows up really big on the screen or something. Like that would be cool. Good things are temporary, even Mojang for Bedrock. Mojang for Bedrock? Wait, I was watching a stream 5 minutes in the past? Oh, I forgot. Wait, Twitch can do that now. Twitch lets you pause now, right? That's actually a really nice change, but I feel like for all the like avid Twitch users, it's probably really confusing because you're just like not used to, you know, you're just not used to being able to pause. So now if you pause, or you're not used to it not jumping forward, because you've always been able to pause as far as I know, but you didn't. It used to be that when you paused stream, it just jumped right back to wherever your spot was, and so now that you, now it doesn't, and that's got to be confusing for some people. How do I make sure I'm live? If you're typing the message and then I'm responding to it, like within a few seconds of you sending it, then you're definitely live. I don't actually know, to be honest, though. Dash, I can do a titration for you? What the hell is a titration? Is that a word? What does that mean? What is a titration? Y'all are just making things up now. Y'all just saying things. That's not a word. That's not a real word. Titration is a word, it's a chemistry thing. That's not a word, you're lying. Everyone knows you're just lying. Okay, wait, and then so I need a bunch of strict logs for... I need some strict logs for the hanging signs. Chat, I saw a really, really good video today that gave a concept. It gave a concept for how Mojang could overhaul enchantments. And people would definitely riot if they implemented this, but it actually makes a lot of sense. I'll do my best to explain it while I do this, right? Okay. So there are 17. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 right now. What am I missing here? I know logs, or I should be missing, I'm missing like the saplings and stuff. Okay, so basically the idea for this update, and you guys let me know what you think. I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't think I would like it if Mojang did this, but I think that if they did it, I would get used to it, and it may be, like, I wouldn't like it immediately. But I think it might be a good change overall if Mojang made it, especially if they added new enchantments with it, right? Okay, so this is a change to how enchantments work pretty significantly, right? So instead of being able to just max out armor and there being one correct, like one best set of armor in the game, Instead of that, it would work in such a way that different sets of armor would have a different amount of enchantments that they could have on them. So, for example, leather armor being the weakest could have the most enchantments on it, and netherite armor being the strongest could have the least enchantments on it. So, in their example, like leather armor could have 24, I think it was like 20 or 24 enchantments on it, and each level of an enchantment counts as a point on your armor, or counts as one of those slots. So netherite armor had 10, so you could enchant, like pretty much no enchantments were mutually exclusive anymore, so you could make armor, you could make like netherite armor with prot 5, blast prot 5, but that's the only enchantments you can have on it. So you could have armor that's really strong but breaks fast, or you could make more more middle ground armor that's like, you know, prot 3, unbreaking 3, mending. And so you have to like balance, and you have to like balance what you want your armor to be good for and what you want your tools to be good for. That's a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know, that seems kind of stupid. It would be so balanced that people would hate it. It's also drastically different from what we have now. But I think in terms of like game design, it's really smart. Because the problem with armor right now is you just make one set of armor and you never do anything with it again. The reason that system to me works so well is because it makes it so that there's not one right solution of armor. If you're going to use your armor for something else, then you have a reason to make like, dude, like, another thing is all of the enchantments could go up to level 5. So you could get like Frostwalker 5, right? So if you want to like do a crazy ice boating thing, you can make a set of boots that have Frostwalker 5, and you can like, you know, make an ice boating ring like really fast, you know? Stuff like that. It's actually a mod. It's really, they made it a mod. I think it's a very interesting idea. On paper, it sounds good, but like I can see myself just being miserable. I think the problem is that just everyone is used to how it is, and so making a drastic change like that would piss people off, guaranteed. Titration is in our practicals. It is slowly dripping a chemical onto another and stopping when a reaction occurs and take its value. Interesting. What if you unlock enchantments with achievements? That's interesting. Oh, the other thing that it did, hold on, I should honestly just link the video to you guys, because it did a lot of things, right? Minecraft Ideas Academy, I think is who made the video. This is the video, chat. Watch it after stream. Dash is watching freaky ASMR. That's normal ASMR, bro. That's GB. She's chill. We love GB. GB's so goated. Y'all, I've had ASMR in my feed in like probably 100 other streams. I'm surprised y'all are only noticing now. Hold on, I'm taking off my sweatshirt. Dash probably listens to cute girlfriend hits you with a frying pan to help you sleep. I actually, the other day, got a video in my feed that was awful. Okay, like in terms of like, I like they help me sleep. So in terms of like actually helping me sleep, it was terrible for this. It was young Sheldon gives you a lobotomy ASMR. And it's like, but it's like only somewhat ironic, right? Like the video is obviously funny, but it's not, but like it's still whispered and stuff. Like it's not, it's not, they don't like yell or anything in it as far as I know. It's like an actual serious ASMR creator just making a stupid meme ASMR. Okay, wait, what am I missing here? Sapling, I have saplings, I have leaves. What am I missing? Because it should be 17. This is 18. Chat, what item am I missing here? Oh, buttons. Thank you. Thank you, buttons. There's still some children in this chat. I mean, it doesn't really. I don't really think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think so. It seems fine. Somebody said, "Why do you listen to ASMR? It's so weird." I mean, dude, that's what I thought. Dude, you know how I got exposed to ASMR for the first time? This was like literally like 8 years ago. Cody Ko, famed creep Cody Ko. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's a creep now. Or well, I guess he kind of always was, but he got outed as a creep and hasn't made a video since. He made a video talking about how cringy and like weird ASMR was, and while he was making fun of it, I was like, why is this kind of really relaxing? And so then I just started listening to it. Say what you will about ASMR, but I disagree, and I think ASMR is very relaxing and nice. Let's do birch. Oh, I already did birch. Let's do oak. Did I already do oak? I did not do oak. Hey, thank you for the bits. Here is some money, hope this helps. Granite's using his... I gave Granite a raise recently. Granite's using his raise to give me 5 cents. Thank you. Scoliosis and spinal ASMR. What does that even mean? My ASMR is Rudog's voice. Rudog does have a very nice, relaxing voice. What about Pale Oak? I just haven't done it yet. I will do Pale Oak. Let me just do regular oak first, man. Is that racist? I'm sorry, chat. Please don't cancel me. I have nothing against regular oak. I swear. Where is my regular oak, though? I guess I just, like, don't have much. Has anyone in here heard about Murder Drones Peak Show? I think I have heard of that. I don't think that I have watched it, but I think I have heard of it. I talk in this chat and people get excited that they get near me. They double in laughter every time. Do you have a building yet for the autosorter? I have a big hole in the ground that I dug because I'm building it underground. Oh, you got the bit badge? Let's go. I actually think you may enjoy it because it's made up of funny online humor before the wave of brain rot. Interesting. I'm currently watching the X-Men show from the 90s, and it's pretty good. I'm mainly watching it because I've heard that X-Men 97... I'm a huge Marvel nerd, for those of you who don't know that. But I've heard the X-Men show from the... I've heard X-Men 97 is, like, an incredibly good show, and I want to watch it, but... And, like, So, like, some people might tell you this, but I think these people might be... These people aren't huge nerds who are telling you this, right? Some people will tell you that you don't need to watch the X-Men 90s show to understand what's happening in X-Men 97, but the X-Men 90s show is not, like, amazing. It's not peak cinema. It's like, you know, it's a Saturday morning children's cartoon, right? So it's not, like, amazing. I think I've heard that the X-Men 97 is, like, better than the show, you know? I guess I hope I'm not disappointed. That would suck if I just watched 5 seasons of the X-Men show and then I get to X-Men 97 and I'm like, oh, this is all right. But the point is, they say that you can watch it. They say that you can go into it without any knowledge, right? I started watching it when I got bored because, like I said, it's 5 seasons. So at one point I was like, I'm not gonna watch all 5 seasons before. And I clicked onto the first episode of X-Men 97, and, like, immediately, I think it was, like, Charles Xavier walking or something was, like, the first shot I was greeted with, and I was like, what? He doesn't walk? So I was like, all right, I guess I gotta watch the show and find out why this man is walking. What is that axe? That's what it is. Have you played Terraria? I have. I am not that big of a fan of Terraria though. I know, hot take. I played it once and I had fun playing it once, but I don't see myself ever playing it again unless it's with one of my friends who knows what they're doing. My problem with Terraria is that I have literally no idea what I'm doing ever. Like, it's just, there's so many things. Like, that game is just, it has so much going on and so little direction in like where to go for me. And since I don't know what I'm doing, it just makes it like a really, really difficult game for me to understand what I'm doing. So I played it with my buddy one time, and like, that's when I played it first. Oh, Brandon's redeeming something, cool. That's when I played it. That's the first time I played through it. But I'm much more of a fan of like the building aspect of Minecraft than the like killing bosses aspect. So like Terraria as a whole, Terraria is like a, you know, it's just a different type of game than Minecraft, and like I don't think that type of game appeals to me as much as something like Minecraft does. Agreed. I loved it because my dad introduced me to it and helped me through. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, dude, without my friend, I would have never figured out what I was doing. Also, I think Smudgy, I think you asked earlier if I have a place for the autosorter. This is where the autosorter is going to go, inside of my villain mega base. It is a giant volcano, in case you can't tell. And there are a few different rooms in here. I've already built one of them that you're about to see, but this is where the autosorter is gonna go, because it is very, very large, in case you didn't know. The autosorter that I am going to build is enormous, so it's huge. And then this is the Hall of Fame. Granted, just redeemed his Hall of Fame plot, and he's I imagine gonna build another wiener. I think if I was younger, I would like Terraria more, but I noticed over time I got less interested in the super grindy parts of Minecraft. Sea pickle, please. Please tell me I have a sea pickle in here. I do. Good. All right. Are you gonna add another tip to one of these? Why? Why does it have so many? Does Twitch give pum coins? It does, yes. And assuming that I don't know if I will, but if I do switch, why does it have 3 tips? Assuming that I switch to Twitch, I will switch everyone's pum coins over so that, you know, no one just like loses all their progress, because that would be really mean if I didn't. All right, back home. The middle one looks like mine because it's big and long and glowing. Bro's got the radioactive PP. Me too, honestly. It's kind of a problem. I've been talking to a doctor about it. They don't know what causes it though. They said they might have to cut it off though. Not because it's glowing, because it's too big and it's making the doctors jealous. Should probably get that checked out. No, that's normal, trust. My doctor doesn't know how to get mine to stop growing. Mine grows every time I see. I can't say that. Pesto might still be here, guys. I can't say that joke. But you know, you probably know what I was gonna say, but I wasn't gonna say it. This chat is getting crazy. See, it's funny because Alterock, when a little kid makes a penis joke, ew, disgusting. Alterock when, I guess that is kind of disgusting. But I guess Alterock when anyone but him makes a penis joke, ew, disgusting. Alterock when he makes a penis joke, and then it's like that picture of, hold on. Let me just pull it up. Don't pull up a picture of the altar cock. I wasn't gonna. I don't have a picture of that, and I don't want one either. Chris Hansen was waiting outside my door. Gideon was waiting outside my door. He was ready to pounce. But I answered the riddle correctly, so I'm safe. Why don't you have a seat for me? Gideon, I swear, I just wanted to meet you. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan, and because I'm such a big fan of you, I talk. Have you guys? Do any of you guys watch EDP Watch? EDP Watch is like Gideon. He's a YouTuber. He makes videos where he goes and catches predators, and probably 5 of them at this point have used the excuse of, I'm such a big fan of you that I talked inappropriately to a minor so that I would get to meet you. And either they're lying, which is most likely the case, or they are a freaking idiot. But either way, it's really funny to think about someone being so desperate to meet their idol that they talked that they talk inappropriately with a minor in the hopes that Gideon will show up. Like, what happens if Gideon doesn't show up? Now they're just in a room with a minor. I watched Gideon. I'm hoping Dash buys me EDP merch. I think you mean EDP Watch merch. Wait, is that what it's EDP Watch? I think so, right? Dash, why must you punish us law-abiding citizens because of the children? Well, it's okay. Blame Alterock and the other mods, man. Listen. It's not my choice to switch to here. It's because the mods are the ones who have to deal with the children. I'm basically by streaming on YouTube. I'm punishing the mods by making them deal with all the children. So it's basically, you know, it's like for their benefit so that they can actually enjoy the streams and not just be moderating chat 24/7. Am I missing other items here? Oh, I guess I need like the leaves and the saplings. Bruh, how am I 7,000 days into the world and I don't have a singular oak leaf or oak sapling? What is this? I would have no oak leaves or saplings. I did not say merch, Dash. I really don't want EDP merch. Wait, what did you say? Oh, buys me EDP Watch. I'm just dyslexic. You should add Blazing Caves to your world. I've considered that, actually. Oh, you want like the subscription? Granted, needs me to pay for his EDP Watch subscription. All right, give me a sapling. You know, I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but I think I heard somewhere that it's actually no. I don't know. Have you guys ever heard the statement that like breaking the leaves with your hand is like lowers the odds of a sapling dropping? I think I heard that that's not true. I don't know if I actually did, but I feel like I remember finding out that that was not true. I think I can just grab a sapling from over here. Dash is broke now after Granite's raise. Should have underpaid someone half across the world. True, yeah. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now, man? Paying my editors a reasonable living wage. No. Aditya, when I pay my editors more than 1 nickel per short. How could you? I got, so saying a balloon is defying gravity by floating? What? I think Cam Man mentioned that fact, Dash. Oh, did he? No, now since Cam Man said it, now if I say it, I'll look like I'm just a Cam Man clone. Okay, wait, so this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, perfect. All right, awesome. Oh, wait, why do we have so many oaks? Oh, because dark oak, I see. We'll just do dark oak right after. Oak button, oak door, oak fence gate, oak fence, oak hanging sign, leaves, log, planks, pressure plate, sapling, sign, slabs, stairs, trapdoor, wood. Stripped oak log, stripped oak log. All right, now we do dark oak. I love this goofy ass song, bro. It's so funny. I don't know why. It's just so silly. I did make oak hanging signs. Okay, cool. Please, wait, Dash, please us. Oh, please use this song in a long form. It will be peak cinema. Dude, that would be pretty funny. I can't lie. I'm gonna use this when I'm fighting. So chat, I actually have been getting significant work done on the next Witherstorm video. Oh my gosh, Dashpum 4 releasing a long form at some point in the near-ish future. Hopefully by the end of December, so that I can get paid, because contractual obligation. But so I've been working on this video. I've been working on it a little bit every day, and I'm slowly whittling it down from like 9 hours of footage into, if I can get it to be like an hour of footage, and then I'll cut even more stuff out, and it'll be like maybe 30 to 45 minutes. Like, that would be pretty good. So I forget why I brought this up. Chat, why did I bring that topic up? I don't know. Do you know when my merch is coming, Dash? It should be coming soon. It shipped out a couple days ago. The company that I was working with, though, is kind of buns, though. So if it just never ships out, I'll just refund you, and you can just buy one from the company that I'm going to be working with for merch. The company that I was working with consistently overpromised and underdelivered, which is never what you want to do. You always want to underpromise and overdeliver. But they were like, we're gonna get your merch done in like a month, so you get it for 1 million subscribers. And then like 4 months later, they were like, so your merch is finally done. I was like, okay, well, that's not very helpful. What client do you use? I do not use a client. I'm just using MultiMC. I love MultiMC. It's so nice. I've heard there are some people have told me to use other stuff, right? But the reason I don't is just because it's a lot of work to switch over. And MultiMC it doesn't give me any problems, so I'm fine with using it. That's like me with that one long form. Over-promising and under-delivering. True. Relatively true. However, I also didn't pay you nearly as much as I paid this company, so I kind of got scammed there, but it is what it is. It's a learning experience. Now I know that, I don't know, I need to be choosier or whatever. I don't know. I don't actually know exactly what the lesson is. Because they have other clients that were like proof enough to me that they would be able to do good work, but They did not. I should have, I guess what I should have done was I should have, for those of you who are maybe interested in content creation or something, if you ever get into a point where you're making merch, what maybe I should have done is said, I will pay you like half now and the other half when you complete the job. And I should have put into, like, written into the contract that it needs to be done by a certain date, because I think one of the problems was that it just like did not get done by a certain date, or by the date that they told me it would get done. It was like very, very late. You should have used that merch I made you a year ago if you remember. I don't remember, and I don't want to remember either. Okay, we have that. What else do we have that we can make? That. 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 Signs, and then we need hanging signs as well. Talking about this on stream is kind of fun because due to my merch not selling super well, they dropped me as a client, which kind of worked out because I didn't want to continue working with them. But it's funny because I don't know if they even know that I was like, that I, you know, thought that they did a relatively bad job. I think the one person who did a really good job is the actual person who made the design that went on the shirt, and that was not them. They paid someone else to do that. So like, they didn't really do anything like super well. One time I took off my boots in my SMP and Terraria begged me to keep my avatar. What? It was my hand-drawn volcano shirt I made in 2 minutes. Ooh, that sounds like, I'm sure it was really good. I'm sure that was really good. So, okay, wait, so we should have 17 items, right? So that's 2 more than we would need. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I need to clear out some storage on my computer. Dark oak. Yeah, we should have 17 items. So, dark oak. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna plant. Can I find? Do I have a dark oak forest near me? No. Because I kind of don't feel like I don't really want to break one of these trees. Maybe I can break some of the leaves off of this in such a way that it still looks natural. Yeah, that should be fine. I should be able to just do like, if I break this one and this one and this one and this one. Still looks pretty normal. And then I'll come over to this one and I'll break another couple of leaves on it. Oh wow, these leaves look so similar, bro. You cannot even tell. Or I could not even tell, at least. Alright, we got our leaves. Can you please stop telling Terraria? I didn't get to read the message, it moved off my screen. So, too late, I don't really care. Look at this beautiful sheep, man. So majestic. Bam, and then we just get, where's my shulker box with the saplings? There we go. Bam. Okay, cool. So we now have dark oak. Lovely. All of the dark oaks are filled. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Let's do pale oak. Oh, pale oak isn't even on this list because it's old. Dang, that's so unfortunate. Okay, so there are going to be some items that I just have not sorted for yet because they're old. The list is, you know, every month Mojang drops a new update and then I have to update the list. When is our sleepover slumber party? When you grow to 6 feet tall, I'll have a sleepover slumber party with you. Guys, if you don't get that joke, it's because Granite is like 3'9". And I'm making fun of him for his height, as any good streamer should. Guys, I know what happened to Styrofoam. Dash used him for the packaging for the merch. Bro, it's a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. Why would I need Styrofoam packaging for it? What? All right, what's the next type of jungle? Have I done jungle? I have not done jungle. All right, we have 17 items for jungle. All the wood types is a good relatively easy thing to do, I think. Oh good, I have nothing jungle. Okay, cool. Wait, Dash, did you put ADHD as a tag? Oh yeah, I did a while ago because I saw that some like big streamers had ADHD as a tag. And so I was like, you know, I'll try it. Maybe it makes a difference. It doesn't. ADHD tags on Twitch don't matter at all. I don't think anyone is actually sorting by tags. Maybe if it was a super niche thing, you might. If you're like, I want to look for gay furries, you might sort for like the gay furry tag. But I had the scoliosis tag. Oh, I love that one. The best tag, the scoliosis tag. Wait, so dot mode is normal, cross is for the huge fungi. Flip lever right for jungle and brown mushroom, okay. There's definitely supposed to be more blocks here that are just not here. Oh, and my schematic is gone too, so whatever. All right, we're just gonna get a little bit of jungle wood here. Add the X-linked hypophosip. I don't know how to pronounce that word, guys. I am not a doctor here. Y'all mentioning earlier some like crazy science thing that you use. Like, bro, I'm a marketing major. I don't understand whatever hippopotamus means. Like, what is that? I thought that was an animal. Please do ball stream. I'm not doing the ball stream. I feel like I've been very clear about this. Titrations is something you learn in high school? Bro. Nuh-uh. Isn't hippopotamonstropsequid, whatever that word is, isn't that like the fear of big words? That's gotta just be ironic, right? Like, they must have just invented that because it's funny. Like, surely there's no one who's scared of big words, right? That's not what I said, Granite. I was talking to Teriyaki. It's a very basic skill that is useful in all levels. Bro, I have never used titration in my life. So forgive me for not remembering how to use it. That's what, chemistry? I took 1 year of chemistry and I don't recall using titration. Should I titrate every day? Bro, that sounds like bro's talking about something else. Who up titrating their molecules? I have to do no titrate in July. Oh no, how are you gonna make it through a whole month without titrating, bro? Abophobia? What is that? Please restock the wall cotton candy. I will think about it, guys. I'll think about it, okay? Maybe. This song's such a bop. You know what's interesting, chat? Do you guys ever have... No, I guess unless you film yourself regularly, you might not have this experience. But since I film myself and watch it back when I'm editing, I sometimes realize that I'm not as entertaining as I think I am. Like, for instance, when I've been editing the Witherstorm video, sometimes I'll be watching myself and I'll be like, man, I really should have been like saying something here. Like, I was just sitting there silently. Like, in some instances, I'm doing something and I'm like running away from the Wither, and I should be, I feel like a better YouTuber would be like saying out loud like run, you know, like, or something like that. They would be saying something and I was just like sitting there silently, like locked in. I don't know how many of you guys have that experience, but sometimes when you're forced to watch yourself do something, you realize that you're not as good at something as you thought you were. Did you know the fear of a palindrome is a palindrome? What? In 5 years' time, if you got an invite, would you join Hermitcraft? In 5 years? Maybe. I don't know. I forget. Does this farm actually supply me with enough jungle saplings? I feel like I'm losing jungle saplings here. Or maybe I'm not. Did I start with only a couple? Maybe I started with like 5. Abophobia. Oh, because it is a palindrome. I get it. Okay. The locked in feel is better. I don't know. I think it's just like less interesting. I feel like when you're, I don't know. I feel like I should be saying something sometimes. Like, I was thinking, like, I feel like a lot of YouTubers would, you know, if they're, like, gonna run out of a hole into, like, a dangerous area, which is what I was doing. I was, like, leaving the underground, and I had to run right past the Witherstorm to get something. Like, a lot of people would be like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go! And they would, like, run, and, you know, they would, like, make it hype, and I was just like, all right, we're gonna leave now. And then I just, like, ran out, and then I didn't say anything for a while. It's like, damn it! I wish I could, like, re-film that so that I would be more interesting. I like it when the YouTuber is not super annoying shouting run away. That's fair. I don't know. I feel like there's probably a middle ground. Maybe I'm wrong. If you got invited by your fans to join NSFW with no relation to your brand whatsoever, would you do a tour? No. Maybe you guys are right though. Maybe it is best that I'm like more reserved. Sometimes I think that the reservedness might not be the best, but I don't know. Maybe y'all are right. I hate scripted servers to my core. That's okay, that's valid. I'm not saying scripting it. I'm just saying like I need to play it up a little bit more sometimes. But sometimes I forget, I think. Like sometimes I do play things up, but when I'm like locked in trying not to die, I think I forget to play things up sometimes. Dash, you are not reserved. Didn't you say you liked 6 months old one stream? I don't think I did that. I meant reserved in terms of like not yelling and like, oh wow, I got a lot of wood there. Sweet, I love wood. I don't know how to explain it, bro, but there are instances where I could be louder or more entertaining, I think. That's my point here. Who are the mods for this channel on Twitch? They're just the same people as the YouTube mods. I don't know how to explain this, but I hate the YouTuber that tries way too hard to be funny. Listen, I'm not trying way too hard to be funny. Or I'm not saying that I should try too hard to be funny. I'm just saying that in an instance where it is really tense and I'm running away from like a dangerous mob, I feel like in some instances I should be like more panicked, but because it's like Minecraft, I'm not that panicked, you know? I'm just like I'm not like faking it, you know? I feel like I might just be too chill about like running away from from the Witherstorm at some points. But Dash, you were actually funny though. Thank you. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. There are just I'm my own biggest critic, I suppose. And I'm my own biggest critic, and I'm just saying there are things that I wish I would do differently if I was able to go back in time and re-record this. But obviously I'm not, so we just deal with it. But like there are moments where I'm like, that's not really as good as it could have been. But alas, whatever. It is what it is. The Witherstorm has jump scared me so many times, bro. How does the Witherstorm jump scare you? It's like 2,000 blocks tall. It's not that tall. It's like 300 blocks tall. Is it? Is that accurate? How tall is the Witherstorm? Maybe it's only like 100 or 150. You should do a no totem ultra hardcore world. They're so fun as a challenge. I don't actually think that would be that difficult for me. Although I think I've ranted about this a number of times, but I don't think that ultra hardcore or I don't think that I like hardcore for more than 100 days. I could definitely beat I have beaten ultra hardcore before. I had an old ultra hardcore world and I beat it maybe with totems. I don't really remember. It was years ago. But hardcore and ultra hardcore is not that much. It's not that difficult. I think the thing is, it's just like if I like to play a world and play that world for like years and years, right? So in order to play that world for years and years, I need to use like totems and stuff so that I won't die and lose my progress. It's not that hard. Once you have a gold farm set up, it's easy. Dude, also now, because back when I did ultra hardcore, I didn't know about the existence of suspicious stews, but you can get a regeneration suspicious stew. And you can get that like a few minutes into your playthrough, you know? You just have to find a dark oak biome, get a bunch of flowers, and get a bunch of mushrooms, and you're set. It's like, it's not terrible, for sure. It's a fun challenge, but the Witherstorm is just this giant thing chasing me at quick speeds. It's scary early on. Oh, that's fair. It's scary like all the time, honestly. I play like a hardcore player, but I would hate to do hardcore. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you guys know my opinions on hardcore. It was a fun trend while it lasted, but it lasted way too long. That is, if you didn't know my opinions on hardcore, that's my opinions on hardcore. It's a fun trend that people just milked until it was dry and writhing on the floor in pain and asking to be put out of its misery, and they said, no, I'm gonna keep suckling on that teat. And they kept on doing it, and they kept posting, and the hardcore Minecraft said, no, please let me die. And they said, no, I need that ad revenue. And they just kept going, and hardcore Minecraft got really stale and repetitive as a result. That's what happened. It's a true story. Oh, I already had signs. I need 17 items. So I need hanging signs, and what else am I missing here? Blanks. Lol. Dude, I still remember that one guy that made a hardcore series but had a mod that let him carry. Yeah, that's still so funny. If you got an invite to a private SMP made up of your mods, would you please join and push someone into the nether? How do I push someone into the nether? Yeah, there was this one guy. I still remember his name, and I was going to make a video about it, but I felt bad because he died. So there's this one YouTuber, right? He made this video where he ranted about how it's hardcore, I can play with whatever mods I want, right? It's not cheating because it's my Minecraft world. But, and I agree to that in normal survival, that like cheating isn't really a thing in normal survival as long as you're not like going into creative mode. Like, because like it's, you know, it's your world. But if you're gonna make a video that's a hardcore video, I think you do need to follow the rules of hardcore, right? This guy, but I can excuse some of the things he mentioned. Like he had a thing where you could put armor trims on tools, and if you put an armor trim, if you put like a specific trim on your pickaxe, you could insta-mine deep slate. Like I can forgive that. I wouldn't care. I would love that to just be in the base game. I probably wouldn't personally use it, but I can fully have no problem with it, right? But he had one mod that gave him the ability to have multiple items in his offhand at the same time, and it gave him 9 offhand slots, and he put 8 totems in his offhand, and I tested it. It auto re-equips a totem. So basically, he had to pop 8 totems before he would die, and they were all automatically in his hotbar or in his offhand, so they would just auto use, right? So I saw a video from him that said I died, and I was like gonna make fun of him, and then I found out that he has diabetes and his blood sugar got really low, so he had to like suddenly leave the room to go get like I don't know, a snack or insulin or whatever. I don't know how diabetes works, and he was just in the ocean and just drowned while he was like saving his own life. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's why I didn't make a video making fun of it, because I was like, ah, damn it. I was watching and I was so excited to make a video just talking about how stupid this guy is, and then he died for like the one real reason. Like the one valid reason to die with 8 totems is if you like literally have a real life medical emergency, and he did, and I was like, damn it, I can't do this. So, no hate to that guy. I don't personally agree with that, with having that many totems. I think that that's a little cheaty. I was gonna make fun of him, but that's actually valid. Yeah. Is mace or spear better? I think that the spear is a lot easier to use, but the mace is stronger. It would to punch someone into a portal for the SMP you should join just for like 2 minutes. Why can't someone else punch them into a portal? Spear is too gimmicky? I actually fully disagree. I think the mace is extremely gimmicky. The spear is much more versatile. In terms of damage though, the mace does way more damage, but the spear has a lot more actual utility. Your dash from 4. Oh, good point. I really hate totems in hardcore. They really ruin it. I don't agree with that personally. I think that a totem, I think a totem is a good thing, okay? And I'll explain why. Most people, they have one totem, and so it means I think totems in hardcore don't ruin it at all. I think they just make it so that you have one extra mistake you can make. Like, I feel like hardcore, after a certain point, stops being a challenge. When you're in really early game hardcore, it's a challenge, right? But once you get like full Prot 4 Diamond or full Prot 4 Netherite, it stops being a challenge and just goes to a point of hardcore just becomes who can not make a stupid mistake. And it's really easy to accidentally fall from a high place and then you instantly die. Like a totem just lets you make one mistake and then you have to, and then you know, I feel like that's reasonable. I feel like being able to make one mistake is totally reasonable. You just have to not make a second mistake right after. I don't have totems in my offhand simply because I like my offhand open for anything. That's very valid. 9 out of 10, I can avoid a death by not being stupid, so I don't feel like I need a totem. I think that stupid deaths are actually like the main ones that get people. Like falling from a high place is like a pretty easy way to die. If you don't have resistance, you can only survive like 150 blocks. So if you're building high up and you fall without a totem and can't get your elytra on, I feel like it's not an unreasonable like way to go out. Okay, wait. So I did cherry, I did oak. What else have I done? Or what other ones do we have? Did I do birch? I did birch. Okay, so we did oak, we did birch, we did jungle, we did crimson, we did warped. What are the other types of stuff we have? Oh, I didn't do bamboo yet, did I? I did not do bamboo stuff. Bamboo. Oh, I did do bamboo stuff. Oh, wow. Who knew? I might have done all the wood types with the exception of pale. I guess I should just do pale while I'm at it. Sup, YouTube chatters, how's it going? I'm wondering how, let's see, we have probably, I'm thinking 3 viewers on YouTube. Okay, 14. You know, funnily enough, 14 viewers is like how many I have during some of the editing streams, and chat is like fully off. So like, you know what? Not terrible. And I made $4 today. Let's go. $4 is $4 more than usual, so. I love the NPC music. Man, I don't know what y'all are talking about when you say that it's NPC music. This is good music. What's up, cat meows? Thanks for the follow. Now the music is fire. I agree. Okay, wait. So we're doing pale oak now. Pale oak. Oh, and we can do a creaking heart. We'll throw in there as well. Boop, boop, boop. Wrong. I almost just did this. I almost just went. This is a cursed image. Somebody should make a mod that does this. Somebody make a mod that makes a chest shulker. I should use creative mode for that. Instantly gets shot in the head and dies for mentioning AI. That's a reference to when people got really mad at me for mentioning AI. But if you think about it, I am actually hurting the AI company because I'm taking their money, so it's kind of a win-win. Builda made his Sky City build without elytras. Really? Wow. I did not know that. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Okay, and then we just need to strip a few of these. Boop, 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 boop. So there should be 17. Oh, I actually needed some of those. Whoopsie. What just happened? buttons, fences, fence gates, trap doors, pressure plates, doors. Do I have anything else I'm missing? Signs. Signs, and then we need the frickin' the hanging signs. Dude, these are such beautiful blocks. I just want to point this out. Y'all ever used pale oak? I have not used pale oak so far in any builds, but it is such a nice block. It's actually insane how nice of a block it is. W pale oak. Common pale oak W. And then I'm just gonna put this all into a chest, or into a shulker, so that we have a bit more room. Pale oak isn't the best standalone, but with other blocks, it's super nice. I feel like it's, yeah, I guess I wouldn't say it's the best wood, but it's definitely in like the top 5. Like, let's be honest, oak and spruce, oak or spruce are number 1. Dark oak is probably number 3. And then pale oak is number 4. I feel like am I missing another wood that would be better? I don't think so. Like acacia, who's using that? Frickin' the one that you find in swamps, who's using that one? The nether woods you can use in like pretty niche situations. Bamboo wood, nobody's using that one. Mangrove is goated. Nobody's using mangrove. Mangrove is like not a terrible looking wood. It's just like nobody's using it. Also, Dash, I kind of want to ask this girl out. We aren't really friends, but we vibe really well together. She also flirts with me from time to time. She called me her husband yesterday. Do it. I do feel like the fact that you aren't really friends isn't necessarily the greatest thing to point out to me. Why do I have 2 of these shovels on me right now? However, I feel like, I mean, that's a pretty good sign. I'm not an expert on romance and relationships and stuff, but I feel like someone calling you their husband is definitely something, right? Like, surely? I feel like you wouldn't just like call someone your husband for no reason. It's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. All right, chat. It's now been an hour and almost a half. How are YouTube viewers, if you're still here, how do you feel about the Twitch stream? Is it good? Would you guys mind just switching to YouTube? Kill baby turtles. Oh. What did they do to you, man? Haven't had to mod. Too many crackheads on Twitch? Switch back. Twitch is the best. Are you a YouTube viewer though? I'm asking, I'm trying to get specifically the input of the YouTube viewers who switched to Twitch to watch on Twitch. That's like it's my target audience here. I haven't had to mod. Well, that's lovely. Gonna have to stop paying you guys if you're not modding though. I love Twitch and killing baby turtles. Bro is a UTTP bot in real life. What is this? Dash pays me an attention. True. 80% of the people here are mods. Yeah. True. That is very true. I want to have more saplings. I'm gonna use this farm for like 30 seconds just to get a couple more saplings. How do I even turn this on? I haven't used this farm in a hot minute. Dub. Am I getting enough saplings here? Why do I feel like I'm losing saplings? Or are they just not coming back to me? Oh! That's no bueno. I feel like I just lost saplings somehow. I wouldn't think that that would happen. How did I get an ominous bottle in here, bro? I lost a significant amount of saplings, and that's unfortunate. That's not supposed to happen. I feel like I'm supposed to have more saplings, aren't I? Oh, wait. I'm wondering, is it stuck in any of these hoppers or something? Oh, wait. Oh, where are these saplings? Oh, that's interesting. Wait, so if I put these in here... Let me just grab my... Let me get a couple more saplings so that I can actually have some. Or let me just plant a tree. I will plant a tree right here. And then I will grow it. And then I'll come over here and I'll just mine it with my fortune hoe. And that should get me, hopefully, more than 4 saplings back. I'm pretty sure it should. Generally, I think it gets me more than 4 saplings. Yeah, I'm seeing it get me a bunch of saplings, so that's good. I'm still waiting for my payment for the Squid Game doll. What payment? Did I tell you I was gonna give you something for that? I don't really remember that, but I might have. Is your payment just in attention? What did I say I was gonna give you for that? This is unironically one of the stupidest reasons, but one of the reasons I haven't asked the girl out yet is because she has a nose piercing. I'm perfectly fine with it, but my parents are very traditional and I'm scared what they will think of that. Listen, man. I feel like you gotta just go based off of what is best for you, and sometimes you gotta just ignore what your parents think. Sometimes what they think doesn't matter. Especially, like, you're an adult now. I feel like, I mean, I know you're still living with them, but unless they're gonna, like, kick you out of the house for dating a girl with a nose ring, I feel like you're fine. They can disapprove of your partner. That doesn't matter. Parents, even if you brought home, like, the perfect girl in your parents' eyes, they're probably still gonna disapprove of them because they're like, I don't want my baby dating someone. Probably no matter what you do, your parents are not gonna approve of your decisions. That's just how life goes. Jeez. I live in the dorms, Dash. I technically moved out. Well, are you moving back in, though, like when you are out of college? Because that's when it could be a problem if they, like, won't let you move back in over the summer. I'm assuming you're moving back in with your parents over the summer. Do you earn enough to live off of YouTube or Twitch or both? I earn enough to live off of YouTube. I do not earn nearly enough to I do not earn nearly enough to live off of Twitch. I earn like, it's so funny to say my earnings on Twitch because like I have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, so like it probably should be more, but I make like $20 a month off of Twitch. Twitch is just a hobby. My YouTube videos are what actually make me money. I maybe make like $50 a month off of Twitch. It's not a lot though. Dash can't even afford a family meal. Please give me your primes. Please, I can't even afford a family meal from KFC, guys. Please, any primers in chat? If you have Amazon Prime, you can give me $5 a month for $0 to you. It's Bezos money. We love using Bezos money. I can afford a family meal from YouTube, though. Don't worry. Twitch is fun. Like, what is... Bro, what is wrong with you? What is happening? Mods are like, I haven't had to mod at all today. Bro just said he likes killing baby turtles multiple times. I feel like at least that warrants like a warning, like, hey, maybe don't say that, you know? What? Okay, I want to try this. I'm gonna try this farm and see if it now works and if I'll be getting more. I should hopefully get more. I will hopefully get more saplings over time. You heard the man. Don't say that. True. Okay, it actually looks like I might be getting more saplings now. It looks like I'm increasing the amount of saplings I have slowly but surely. I'm starting my own channel in which I would upload my game projects. I'm cooking something right now. Oh, you're making games? That's pretty cool. Good luck. Hope it goes well. Oh yeah, I'm definitely increasing the amount of saplings I have. That's wonderful. Okay, awesome. Dude, this farm, oh my gosh, this farm is so incredibly genius. I wonder if any of my viewers would enjoy like a farm shout out video once in a while, because I feel like this farm, I don't think this farm has as many views as it should, probably. I don't actually know exactly how many views it has, but I would assume that this farm is probably very underrated. Does it work on Bedrock? No. Probably not. I would assume so. I just wanted to know if I could live off of YouTube. You could eventually. I don't know if you could now, but you definitely, like, there are a lot of YouTubers who do. I make enough money that I could live off of YouTube, so you probably could. I can cook a fire. You mean like start a fire? Dude, I've always thought it'd be really cool to learn how to like start a fire just like using wood and stuff, but I've never actually learned. That's interesting. It must just be like RNG, because at one point I had like 30 something saplings, and then I went down in saplings. Or at one point I had like 50 something saplings, I mean, and then I lost some. All right, well, oh my gosh, I have so much wood. Holy moly. That's beautiful. We love that. Love to see it. All right, anyways. Whee! No, that would be self-promo, sorry. Just put it in the Discord. There's a promo channel, though. You can put it in there. Okay, this should be all of the pale oak blocks, which I unfortunately do not get the satisfaction of checking off items from the list, because this isn't even on my list, because my list is like a year old, but whatever. I do love this though. That's beautiful. All right, let's see what is next. Okay, chat, what's the next item? What is the next item? You know what? You know what's one of my like fears with streaming or with only having chat on Twitch? Like, I feel like there are way more mods, and I don't know if the reason there are so many more mods today is because it's like this test stream, or if it's because or if like the fact that stream is so much more, you know, more manageable with less annoying children. Like, I don't know if the fact that there are less annoying children will make you guys hear more, but if it doesn't, then I do fear that, like, on YouTube, there was pretty much never a time where I had no chatters. Back when I streamed exclusively on Twitch, there was, and so I fear for the days that, you know, the mods are not here, and then it's just me talking to myself, and that would kind of suck. And we'll see. I don't know, that's kind of hard to, I don't know if that's, it's kind of hard to guess what will happen. But hopefully, I guess I hope that me, you know, that the chat being less annoying will make it nicer to be a part of. But I guess, you know, I sort of don't know if it will. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll stick around much longer than I used to, but I can't guarantee I'll be in every stream. Well, oh, that's totally fine. I guess sort of the hope is that if everyone sticks around, or if a lot of people stick around longer than they used to, then it would make up for that difference, and I would, like, as long as I got like 1 or 2 people to talk to, I'll be pretty happy. I just don't want to have like literally no one to talk to. That would suck, you know? I need prismarine crystals, dang it. Okay, I gotta go get those. You know what, that gives me an opportunity to visit my, my favorite build. At least I think it's my favorite build. Sometimes it's hard to really make a decision, but I feel like it's probably my favorite build. Maybe, honestly, my just villager killing farm I love so much, but I do have recency bias towards it. But I love just seeing in chat that I'm killing villagers all the time. It's so amazing. It's genuinely one of my favorite things that I've built in this world. Like, right now, I feel no reason to leave stream. Like, I got 2 exams, 3 essays, 1 presentation coming up, and I don't feel like leaving stream. That's hype. The only chatters on YouTube are mods. I don't think that's true at all. I actually feel like, right now it's like 60% of the chatters on Twitch are mods. On YouTube, it's like, I feel like on YouTube it's maybe like 20% of the chatters are mods. I don't really care about the ratio of mods though. I just want to have people to talk to. And playing favorites here, the people that I talk to the most and that I enjoy talking to the most are the mods. So if they're here more, then streaming will probably be more fun for me. And ultimately the hope, I do get annoyed sometimes by how, you know, some of my chatters are annoying. So I guess my hope sort of is that the decision to switch to Twitch will eventually, I'll just have more viewers on Twitch than I ever did on YouTube. Maybe, probably not, but that would be lovely if that happened. And they'll just be like nicer to talk to and less annoying, you know? The hope is that over time I build up, you know, a fan base on Twitch instead of YouTube that are just like easier to talk to and less annoying, you know? You feel me? He hates me, he likes the mods more. Well, I also have a lot more like history with the mods. I've known the mods, some of the mods, bro, I've known for years. So like, excuse me for liking the mods more, but like, you know, I feel like that's just like how life goes. I've known them for a long time, some of them. All right, I got my prismarine blocks. Then I need prismarine, or well, no, I got my prismarine stairs. Now I have my prismarine blocks. This is actually like pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Just getting one of each item. It's not very difficult. It's not very like stressful. It's just there. It's nice. I like it. I'm tempted sometimes to add more villager killers so that it's just killing villagers like pretty much 24/7. But I don't know if I'll actually do that. Like, Teriyaki is the only mod that had people from his IRL life join Discord and stream. True. Well, I mean, Pesto is here, but I know what you mean. Okay, so this is 9, then 10, then 11. What prismarine block am I missing? There were 12. Prismarine, brick slab, brick stairs, bricks. Brick slab, brick stairs, bricks. Prismarine. Oh. Prismarine. Oh, prismarine shard. No, that's prismarine. Okay. Brick. So prismarine, crystals, prismarine shard, prismarine slabs. Oh, there are walls? I don't even know if I realized that. I forgot that there were walls. It's weird that they don't have walls of the other variants, though, isn't it? Like, why is this not a thing? Oh, Mojang, when will you be consistent? That's honestly like one of my biggest things that I would love to see a change in. I would love to see Mojang just be consistent in like what they, you know, in that kind of thing. And then we're just gonna check off. See these nuts, lantern. There we go. Should we do all the skulk blocks? I wonder if I already have them. I might. Brewdog hates the Happy Gas so much. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I don't think it's the greatest addition ever, like a lot of people do, but I also don't like despise it. Spent 30 minutes of his stream solely hating on the Happy Guest. What does he hate about it exactly? I feel like I maybe have been there for like a stream when he was hating on it, but I don't know if I even know what he really hates about it. My sister was the person who tormented Dash by spamming Play League that one time, but I'm not very happy about that. It's not a bad addition. I think that the Happy Ghast makes Minecraft survival just watered down creative. And I think that that's not a choice that I would have made. I don't think the Happy Ghast actually fulfills a purpose that anyone really needed. I feel like we were fine just using blocks and just like building with blocks. Like, I think Mojang's incessant need to make Minecraft easier with every update is not a good decision. I don't think that building high up was particularly challenging, and I think that if it was challenging, that's fine. Like, you can just overcome that challenge and get good at building high up. But I do think that like I can appreciate the fact that Mojang made a feature that is insanely popular. Like, Mojang made a feature that I have not heard like anyone say that I have heard barely anyone say they don't like. And if I made a video saying that I didn't like the Happy Ghast, I would probably have 1 million people get mad at me for it. So, while the Happy Ghast is not my personal pick of It's not really my pick. I don't really think it's that good of a mob. I can appreciate the fact that Mojang was able to make the community very happy with that, you know? I feel like that's at least something. Warden switch 2382 negative 450. 2382 negative 450. Is that in the nether or in the overworld? That's probably in the nether, right? I would imagine. It's like really far away though. When I tried to beat the boss, normal ghast flies fast and is already weaponized. When I unlock it as a playable, no speed, no defense. You know, I wonder if I think Rudog focuses too much on what the happy guest isn't rather than what it is. Oh, does he hate that it like is slow and doesn't shoot fireballs and stuff? Because I actually fully agree with the decision to not make it a war machine. I think that if it was, that would be kind of stupid. I don't know if I even really have any reasonings on why I think that would be a bad addition, but I just think it would. I just don't think that it's a good... I just don't think it would be a very fitting in Minecraft to have the ability to ride a ghast. And I think that if it was fast, it would just like fully take away from the elytra. I think the happy ghast, while it still does make the elytra less special in my opinion, I do think that it does, it isn't like it doesn't do it like too much. Like it still is different from the elytra. If the happy ghast was fast, then it would just be the exact same mob as the elytra. Or it would just be a mob version of an elytra, and that would be bad. You know, I'm starting to think that I wrote down the overworld coordinates. Because there is no portal here. Dang it. Why is there no portal here? Why would I write down the coordinates to the overworld? That's so stupid of me, bro. Is there a mod to make the happy ghast fast and weaponized? I'm sure someone made that a mod. I'm sure. Chat, how we feeling about the new Mario movie? I watched the trailer and it looks pretty fun. You know, I feel like sometimes chatters are like surprised when there are a lot of mods in chat, and like I don't know why that would matter. I guess if you view the mod team as like being out to get you, maybe it's like, you know, it would be like just like hanging out with a bunch of cops. But I feel like probably most people don't view the mod team as like out to get you. They're just like other viewers who just enjoy the stream like you do. It's because Alterock's a fed. Yeah, that's fair. I love Mario Galaxy. I'm so excited. I have not played almost any of the Mario games, but they do seem like they would be fun. I wonder if it's like a negative. I wonder if I just like forgot to write down a negative, or maybe just forgot to I don't know why. I just feel like it's in this direction. I'm gonna check this direction and maybe I can find it. I'm wondering if I just forgot to write down a negative number. Or maybe I can find the chunk loader that it's attached to. What would 2,300 would be like only 400? So I guess it would be back a little ways. If it was over here... No, I mean, I would see it if it was over here. Where the heck did where did this portal that I made go, man? Where did I build my warden switch? I must have built my warden switch like so far away that I just like didn't even realize it, but I guess I did. What is this portal? I want to know. Okay, that's a trial ruin. Or not a trial ruin, that's something. And then, yeah, let's try flying in this direction by by like another 1,000 blocks and see if it's over here. Any thoughts about Bug Rock being buggier? It's pretty funny. You know, I'm choosing to not respond to any of these messages because then somebody will call me a hypocrite. But I learned recently, I wonder if it's like this portal. I don't know where this would go otherwise. I learned recently that Microsoft has like stated like 6 months ago that like 30% of the code they were writing is written by AI now. And I think that's really interesting because like I think we all know that AI does not do things as well as humans do, right? I even admitted that in the video that I made where I talked about AI, but whatever. But like I feel like we all are aware of that, and so somebody said, and I don't really have any verification for this. I wonder if my warden switch is working or not. Somebody said that Mojang is not required to do that, but Bedrock is, or like Java Edition isn't required to do that, but Bedrock is. And if that's the truth, that is really interesting. Hello? Oh. If that's the truth, that's really, really interesting, I think. Because, you know, because that would explain that, or that could explain why Bedrock has been getting so many just like terrible updates where it breaks everything, because they're just using AI to code the game. And listen, I know some people might say that I'm a hypocrite for saying that AI coding Minecraft is bad, but AI making Minecraft mods that are just for fun is not bad. But I stand by that statement, because coding the entire game versus coding a silly little mod that gives you a sword that does 7,000 damage is, I feel like, very different things. I'm really scared of the warden, even though I suppose I'm supposed to have a warden switch, but I kind of doubt that it works. Oh, I think it just did. It didn't, that guy didn't go off. So I think my warden switch is working. Let's test. Oh, awesome. It is working. Okay, that's beautiful. I guess I couldn't really remember if I got it working or not, but I thought last time I didn't get it working. I feel like AI is a tool to be used, but it should have some limits. That's what I think as well. There are some people out there who really, really hate like all usage of AI. And like, listen, I'm all for AI in some instances. I think that like using AI to make art is bad. Using AI like, and I think that's why a lot of people got mad that I mentioned, or that I promoted an AI company who's making Minecraft mods, because a lot of people, including me, would consider modding to be an art form. To me, it didn't seem like a problem, because that mod, or that company, is just like making like a toy. It's not like making an actual mod that's gonna replace any real good mods. It's just like a fun toy to play around with. But some people did not see it as that way and saw it more as like modding is gonna get taken over by AI and it's gonna become soulless and slop. But you know, that's just how it goes. Meanwhile, they're using ChatGPT or something. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel like I think AI is a good tool. I think that AI is totally, I think it's totally reasonable to use AI as a tool. I use AI as a tool in order to like help me do you know, homework, or like summarize articles that are really long and stuff. Like, I'm not using it. I'm pretty sure my my auto captions are AI generated. I'm pretty sure it's an AI model. Maybe it's not, but I think it must be AI to some extent. I guess I think it's generative AI that's what people have a problem with, though. I don't know. ChatGPT is generative AI, and I feel like nobody really has a problem with using that for like homework assignments. It's just like art stuff when people have a problem with it. And like I can get behind that. I feel like I don't love AI being used for art either. AI art is just like the worst. Why am I having so much lag? I think it's gotta be that it's just all these chunks are generating for Distant Horizons. You know, I think that Distant Horizons made my world size like double. Like when I installed Distant Horizons, my world file size became like way bigger. Did I tell you about how my dorm got broken into last night? I don't think so. What happened? Auto captions suck. Do you mean in terms of quality, or do you mean that I should be going through my captions and writing them by hand? Because, listen, I can agree with the fact that they get stuff wrong sometimes, but if you seriously expect me to go and manually add captions, you're actually insane. Because it would be so much work to do that, and it would be so awful. It would be so bad to manually add captions. Every once in a while, I manually add like a sentence of captions if I add a sentence like early on or like late in the process. I'll just do it by hand rather than like regenerating the whole thing. And it's such a pain to manually add captions. So thank goodness for the auto-generated captions. I think the reason that that's fine though is because it's not generative AI. It's just freaking an AI, you know? It's not as exciting as it sounds. Some person literally body slammed into my front door, forcing it open. It was locked, and she was looking for my roommate. I asked what the hell she was doing, and she looked at me like I was the weird one. She then proceeded to leave when she realized my roommates weren't home. Wait. She broke down your door, or she just body slammed into it and then you opened it to like see what was going on? You said it was locked. So did this woman literally break down your door? Because that's actually very impressive. She body slammed into it and it opened. That's crazy. How strong is this woman, bro? Holy. I feel like kicking down a door is a lot harder than most people realize. Maybe you have really crappy like dorm room doors, but I feel like that seems like it would be actually very, very difficult, contrary to probably what a lot of people would think. You might not think it would be that hard to kick down a door, but I'm sure that it is very hard to kick down a door. Huge lag spike. Fun. Fun. I love huge lag spike. It's because of all the chunks loading. Yeah, but my lock is broken now if you push on it. She isn't strong, she's just big, very big. Do you know why she was looking for your roommates? Did you find out? Did you ask your roommates? I'm so curious. I would need so many more details. Dude, yesterday I went to the gym. I had such a funny encounter at the gym yesterday. We went to the gym, right? There's this guy, when we're going into the locker room, I'm just like changing into shorts. There's this guy who goes, "Hey, yo, bro." My buddy and I are in there, and he goes, "Hey, yo, bro. Do either of you guys have an extra shirt I can borrow?" He's just standing there shirtless, and we're like, "No, sorry." And so just because I was curious, I went, "What happened to your shirt?" And he goes, "Oh, I left it here yesterday," which leaves me with so many more questions than I began with, because has he been here since yesterday? Did he come to the gym with no shirt on? Like, where did his shirt that he had on when he got to the gym go? He left it on, but where did the shirt that he got to the gym with go? If he left it here yesterday, where did that one go? How do you forget a shirt? That's what I want to know as well. How do you forget your shirt? Did he walk out completely shirtless? Whoa. This village is interesting. It has only 2 houses. I have in fact seen a village house that has literally no houses though. He had his elytra on and forgot his chest plate in the chest. That's so true. Oh, there's a mountain goat. Bro's jumping. The gym is also very rewarding. Oh, dude, I mean, yeah, I like going to the gym. I've been going a lot more lately, and it's nice. I feel like I thought I would hate going to the gym, but I really don't. I've gotten used to it. It's become a part of my routine. I'm still not like happy to go to the gym every time. Sometimes I'm excited, but a lot of the time I'm still not like, you know, super jazzed to go to the gym. But it's become part of my routine, and now it's just like, okay, it's today's gym day. I go to the gym. And so, like, and it feels good. I feel like I think, I don't know if you can even really be diagnosed with this, but I think I'm like somewhat of a hypochondriac, where I'm young and relatively healthy, but I have a fear that I'm going to die. I have a fear that I'm gonna have a heart attack at like 30, and going to the gym helps me with that. It makes me feel like I'm not going to die of a heart attack at 30. I don't go to the gym. I mean, that's fair. I went to the gym today after class. Low-key felt good to move around, or to move for a bit after sitting all day. I'm still tired though afterwards. I mean, that's fair. I think the other thing that I like about going to the gym is it, like, supposedly if you go to the gym, you have more energy. And I think I have noticed a difference. I do feel like I used to be sleepier and stuff. And now I'm a little more productive because I just have a little bit more energy to go through the day with. You want to hear about some of my game projects? Sure. Give me a second, though. I just have to... Oh, 1 second. Just had to respond to Pesto. When are you releasing your next video? Hopefully by the end of December. I would love, if I can, to like release it on Christmas, because like that would be fun, like little Christmas present, you know, Christmas present long form video. That'd be sick. I don't know if I'll actually get it done. It's possible I don't get it done at all, but hopefully I do, and hopefully I get it. And if I do get it done, then hopefully it'll be a little bit earlier in the month, but it's possible that I get it done literally on like the 31st, you know, like the last possible day. Okay, Skulk. All the Skulk stuff and things. Oh, I don't have a calibrated Skulk sensor. I was like, what else is there? Oh, I'm glad I got so many, because I need a little bit. How do you even craft a calibrated Skulk sensor? I don't know if I've ever crafted one of these. Okay. I thought it was redstone. It's not. It's amethyst. Interesting. Alright, we got all of those checked off. I wonder how many we have now. Let's 623. Let's go, chat. We're slowly getting there. That's beautiful. Dash sent me a Christmas present once, but it was a pipe bomb. In Minecraft. True, yeah. In Minecraft, of course. What are your thoughts on the spear? I think that the spear is a really, really good addition to the game. But it probably will never get used in survival, unfortunately. Maybe killing the Wither with an elytra. Otherwise, I think that the spear will be really fun. I kind of wish that they had left the spear's wind charge abilities. Like, I don't know if you ever saw, but you, for a time, were able to use the spear to, you were able to use the spear and the mace at the same time. If you put a spear in your offhand, you could use them both at the same time in order to kill a bunch of armor stands with wind burst, which would then launch the player like millions of blocks. And so if you put an ender pearl next to it, you could have an instant teleporter to the world border. That was like really easy to set up. And I kind of wished that they kept that, just because like I don't know, I would have used that to get to the world border. Like, that would have been cool. But alas, they did not leave that in the game. So what will you do for watch time when you switch over? I'll switch over the watch time. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I should add them though. I feel like I don't know if I would add it, because that would be kind of weird. But I would definitely switch it over. I would either add them or maybe just make it so that it's, you know, whichever one is higher. I might just do whichever one is higher, so that, because I don't want to like, I don't want anyone who leaves like Twitch lurking to just like double their watch time or whatever, you know. Okay, chat, I think that this is a pretty good place to end it, to be honest. I am gonna go hang out with Pesto soon, I believe. So thank you very much to Granted for cheering. Thank you to all of our Twitch chatters. A lot more than usual today, I will say, so that's pretty cool. YouTube moderators Pesto, Dashbot, Senor Fishy, and Teriyaki Chicken. And thank you to Skitterone for giving me 2 super stickers. I'll send my thoughts about the stream in mod chat in a bit. Okay, word. Alright, see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Let me know in the Discord what you thought of this stream in terms of, like, would you prefer that I go back to just streaming on YouTube? Or is this better for you? Or is this, you know, is this better in terms of having less annoying children around? Because I imagine it's not just the mods who don't like having annoying children around, you know? So, let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys all probably tomorrow. So, peace out, everyone. Have a good night. Bye, guys. See you guys. Peace out. Goodbye. Bye, everyone.